Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thrive, Not Just Survive. I'm your host, Nasira Jamal. It's been a while since I've come live on this program, and I've been working on some other things. And I first of all have to apologize for the quality of this camera. I bought a new computer, and the camera is not very good. So I'll definitely be changing that for the next time around. However, today I want to talk about what people are feeling, including myself. So I think with the second lockdown, I think people are into COVID fatigue, feeling very, very vulnerable to the feelings they're feeling. And I really wanted to address this with my guest, Sharon Fillmore, who works a lot with people who are going through different challenges and different things. But this is really unique. This COVID fatigue is something that we really want to address because it's deeper than just feeling blue. And it's happening to everyone, no matter what walk of life we're in. For us, for people like me who practice meditation and who you really live in that positive sense of life, still feel this level of discomfort and the vibration not being as high as I'm normally used to. And today, I really wanted to talk to Sharon about it because I feel there's a lot of people in the same boat, and we have something really special for you guys. And we hope you'll join us. So let me get Sharon on the screen so we can get this conversation started. Hey, Sharon, thank you so much for coming on today.
Good morning, and I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy to talk about all our conversation today because I think it's really important for everyone out there to understand that we're all feeling our feelings, and that COVID fatigue is wearing on all of us. And last night, you and I talked about some really interesting things about how, even though we are in a place where every day we're working on maintaining our moods so that we are and our vibrations are high, so that we can help support the world and ourselves, and we're still struggling as well.
Absolutely. And I think this is where, we are all in this together. And, sometimes what happens is you see people perhaps on social media and you think, my God, they've got it easy, or they're doing so much better. I think sometimes we have to debunk that because, it's one thing to show up like that on social media. It's another thing of what you're really feeling behind the screen or behind closed doors. And I really felt this was important because for the last couple of days, I've had these days of not feeling my optimal, which is normally where I start out because I do my meditations, I work on things in terms of creating that vibration. But for the last few days, it's just been maybe the awareness of what's really limited outside of me, like in terms of life. Christmas is coming. People are talking about not being with family, and that's really bringing everyone down. It's really gotten to me, and I wanted to address it because I know I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone. I've been feeling the same thing for the last few days. I have been sleeping more, which is usually not a good sign, and still tired. And I know that this is part of it. And I am meditating. One of the things I've been doing, which has been a little bit helpful, I've been watching Christmas movies because they always end on a happy note. And I tend to watch them in the evening before I go to bed, so that I go to bed feeling happy. Although I know it's the Cinderella effect, but it's okay right now.
And that's really important that you say that it's okay. Even if you know that this is just a temporary fix, it's something that we have to do all the time, these temporary fixes, so that we can continue with feeling a little bit better, little bits of time. Like, it doesn't have to be an overall, like, oh my God, I'm cured and I just feel great and I'm going to stay here, because that's not really how things go, right? Different things are happening. People are not just COVID, but when you think about life, right? There's job loss going on. There's not being around family. There's members of families getting sick aside from COVID. So just from my experience, my mom's had dental surgery, and this is something that the family is dealing with in helping her. And it's not COVID related yet. It's still trying, because we're already under so much stress that we're adding more to it. Just makes it more we're more vulnerable, right, to those feelings. And I think that's what a lot of people I've been talking to are going through. Like, they're going through somebody going through a divorce. So it's adding to the stress, right? Or somebody's child is just not doing well, not COVID again. But so I really wanted to address this with you as to some of the strategies we can really take on. And for one, you said, start watching things that make you happy, right? Like these movies. It's great Christmas time. It is festive. There are some great shows on that can really bring up our spirits. Getting away from the news, the media, from, the numbers and the bad news sort of media that's out there. What else would you suggest for people?
Well, there's one of the things we haven't talked about in the past when it comes is colors. Colors do affect mood. And if you think about the colors that you really love, they make you feel happy. It's good to keep those around. Like an example today is I wore a red shirt because I love red. Red makes me happy. And then really because of the time of year, a lot of people would say you should wear a black sweater with it. Well, you know what? I thought, no, black is to me is not a happy color. So I went with the white. So I went with happy, unhappy because it does affect you. Yellow is a really happy color. There's think about yourself. What colors make you happy?
And I think that's, again, like taking it sort of taking control of it, right? Rather than just sitting in that place of doom and gloom, is to say, like, can I wear something that'll uplift my mood? And I think that's such an easy fix to just say, I'm going to wear red today, or I'm going to wear yellow today. Will bring on something that you have power over rather than feeling powerless.
Yeah, and don't worry about or think about the time of year, because who cares, really? Who cares? When most of us aren't seeing very many people anyway. I think that's a little fix that you can do this within your control. Happy color.
Happy colors. You know what? I just came off of a networking meeting, and somebody there suggested it is Christmas time, and a lot of people are saying, you know what? We're not going to put up the tree. We're not going to put up lights. We're just going to pretend this year never happened. But really, she was suggesting do all of it. Put the music on. Put the tree up. Even if you're not meeting people, at least create an environment where you're feeling different because of what you're looking at, right? So if you do put up the tree and you have Christmas music playing, it will lift your spirits.
It does. And remember, Christmas isn't about other people. It's also about you. Do this for yourself. Every day, do something for yourself. You know what? If you like to decorate for Christmas, make it even bigger this year. Make it happier this year. Decorate your bedroom if you've never decorated your bedroom. Do something that that when you wake up in the morning, you're going to see something happy.
Exactly.
Put a big sign on your bedroom, on your wall of your bedroom, or on your mirror, just saying, I love my life.
Yeah. And those are, again, these things that we can do, like even mantras and stuff, that will really bring about a different vibration, right? As you keep telling your subconscious these things, there's some value in that. I know some people will say, well, that doesn't work for me. But if you do it over time, it's a muscle you build. It's not just saying it once and saying, well, that didn't work for me. It's really taking on and saying, I'm going to make this a habit. And we're going to talk about a 30-day challenge after at the end of our show, because we really want to bring people out of this COVID fatigue, as we're talking about today.
Exactly. And now we've talked about gratitude, writing a gratitude journal. Read it. Read about all the things that you're grateful for. And you'll remember some of them were in the past. However, you're still grateful for those things. And you can actually sort of ricochet that to the future, to knowing that you'll be grateful for that in the future when that happens again in the future.
Well, it's a thing about gratitude is exactly that, is the more you are grateful, the more things you see to be grateful for, right? So it brings, again, that awareness of, my gosh, I didn't think about this, but I'm so grateful for, being able to take a walk. Yes, we can't see people. Maybe we're under lockdown, but it doesn't mean we still can't go out and even with ourselves, just take a walk in the park, or, look at the snow. Yesterday, it was snowing here in Orangeville, like big fat snowflakes. And I sat at the window for about 10 minutes and I just watched in awe of how beautiful it looked. even though I don't like the cold, I really appreciated the beauty of it all, right? The white layer of snow is just gorgeous.
And that probably gave you such peace, inner peace, when you were to spend 10 minutes looking at something so beautiful and such awe, because you know every one of those snowflakes is different, and how does nature do that?
Yeah, exactly. And I think also when you're watching something like that, it's like it takes away the other thoughts a little bit. Like you're not sort of in that worry mode of constantly thinking about all the stuff you have to do and all the stuff that's not working and all this stuff that going on in the world. It just stops time for a little bit. Just it did for me anyways. So that
It not only stops time, it gives your, like you said, it gives your mind a rest. It doesn't think about the things that are bothering you. And very often we need that time. Have you ever heard the saying, sleep on it?
yes.
What it does is it gives your mind time to, your conscious mind now is preoccupied with something like the snowflakes. Your unconscious mind is working on the other things, and you're not actually aware of it. Instead, you are relaxing. You're developing this inner peace that you need for the rest of your day. And then I will bet you that when you finished and you went back to work, the things that you were working on, the answers just came to you. They didn't seem like such big issues anymore. But did that happen to you?
Yeah, you know what? There was a bit more clarity. I've been working on figuring out how to do video editing, and I was stuck at the moment. Like I just couldn't figure out one of these things. And it really, when I came back to the computer, it allowed me to see things more clearly. And it was so simple. It was such a simple fix. And I thought, oh my God, how did I miss that? But I think it was so much of bogged down information that I couldn't see clearly, and I needed that 10-minute break. So I do say that, for my clients, I always say, like, when you're busy, when you have, let's say, if you're working for 3 hours at your computer, walk away and take a 10-minute break. Go and get some tea, go for a little walk, do some breathing, because you want to give your brain a bit of a break, that rest period, like you're talking about.
And you were talking about music, putting Christmas music on and dancing to the music. That raises your endorphins. And I know we've talked about it in the past. I don't think it can be stressed enough. Like dancing not only raises your endorphins, it makes you feel happy because you're dancing. It's exercise. You're breathing harder, so you're getting rid of any stale air in your lungs. So dancing's a great thing to do, and you don't have to do it with somebody. You can just crank up the music and do it yourself. Right? You don't need anyone.
And I think that's the other side of it all, right? Is sometimes we're so used to that we need people around and we need a party and before the music can go on. This is about saying, you know what, you don't need any of that. If you want to just do it for yourself, then that's okay. And actually, it's really good to do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is, if you have an opportunity to help someone else, whether it's to volunteer or to keep an eye on your neighbor, do it. Because that also, it's twofold. You feel you help someone, however, you feel really good about helping people. And that as well helps raise your endorphins. It helps also raise your vibration, your energy vibrations. And when you raise your vibration, then that creates more positivity, not only in you or in the world.
Absolutely. And I live by this motto, we rise by lifting others. And this is something we're going to talk about at the end of the show, about a challenge that we're really going to bring forth for our audience and for the people that we know. And I hope people will share this around, but we will talk about it at the end. But truly, there's something about helping others that really, although they're getting the help, what you get out of it is way more. And because there's that feeling of joy that you've helped someone, the vibration goes up, and all of a sudden things around you look different. And I think that's the key, right?
Exactly. And it's contagious.
Yes, it's contagious. Absolutely.
It's one of the good contagions out there.
Yes, absolutely. So if we're going to talk about that, like, I think that's something that we do want to catch from someone else, is the ability to have that joy, the feeling of contentment, the feeling of passing on something good to someone else. So now that we kind of talked about some of those strategies with people, what people can take, can we walk us through the meditation we talked about? Because I think there's a time now where people just need to still their brain, still that chatter that's going on. If we can go through a meditation, which will help people, whether they're watching on replay or live, they can actually come back to this and do it again and again so that they can feel more calmer.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. So let's get everybody settled in your chairs with your feet on the ground and your hands on your lap, facing forward or up, I should say. Now close your eyes. I'd like you to take 3 nice deep breaths. First breath in and out. With the next breath, I want you to imagine the air is going into your lungs and out of your lungs. On the next breath, I want you to breathe in beautiful vibrations of love. Feel your body relaxing into your chair. From the heavens, from above, you can see some beautiful white light. It's coming down through the top of your head. And you can feel the white light. It's going down your face. You can feel it in your eyes and your nose. And you can feel it in your head. It's going down the back of your head. And it's going through your brain. And it's brightening up your brain, the beautiful white light. You can feel the ease coming. It's going down in your neck. And with the next breath, with each breath you take in, you're taking in more beautiful white light and higher vibration. And with each breath out, with each exhalation, you can see all the negativity leaving, all of the feelings that no longer serve you, the sadness, the anger, the fear. Deep breath in, and the white light goes down to your shoulders and your arms. It's replacing all of the things in your body that aren't serving you. Every cell is lit with beautiful vibrations of this white light. It's going down your chest, and you can feel it surrounding your heart. And you can see your heart is pumping with more happiness. And into your organs, you can see each organ lighting up with beautiful white light. And releasing all that doesn't serve that organ. Now it's going down your spine and your back, and you feel strong. In your back, in your spine, up straight, and you can feel how strong you truly are inside. Now the white light is going to your hips and to your pelvis. And you can feel the strength. And you can feel the energy. And you can see all the emotions that aren't serving you leaving your body. Ah, isn't that a wonderful feeling? And now the white light is going down to your knees and through your calves and through your feet. Your feet feel strong. And you notice there's a white bubble surrounding you, and the light comes out of your feet and it surrounds you and is enclosed inside this white bubble of protection. And the white light is filling you up. It's going with you everywhere. It's there to help you see the positives of the future, to protect you from the ideas and the negativity of others. And you can just see this beautiful white light surrounding you in this clear bubble. And it's inside and outside of your body. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're outside your body looking in. And I want you to look to see if there's any areas in your body that might be dark, that may not be filled with white light. Go to that area and ask, what can I do to help you to release? And you may find that it just automatically releases. And all of this is moving up into the universe, into the heavens, to become something positive and wonderful and good. Now I want you to go back into your body and feel how comfortable it is. It's your body. It provides you everything. Breathe in the beautiful energy. Breathe in the light. And just feel good. Sit here for a moment in this magnificent body, knowing that your immune system is now working at 100%. Now I'd like you to take a deep breath and open your eyes and come back into the room. Before we're fully aware, I would like us to send healing and white light to all the people in the world who would like to accept it. Imagine you're sending white light out to all of the people in the room. And then you can open your eyes. And how do you feel?
Do you know, it's amazing. I work a lot with white light, and it's amazing that feeling of immense calm. You know, it's like even the blood pressure I feel is just lowered. And there's this feeling of it's comfort, I think. There's a level of comfort that comes in, almost like you're being cradled. And I like the part where you did where, you know, go outside of your body and look if there's something else that's there, maybe that, you know, that needs releasing. I think that's really important because there are sometimes these blocks of energy, I think, that we all have, depending on where you see it. You know, working on that will allow again to feel that light body, right, where you get that lightness. So yeah, that was very, very powerful. And I think for me, as I spoke to you yesterday, it's been a rough couple of days just feeling off, and I don't like feeling off. So this meditation is beautiful. So for those that are watching now or later, you know, continue to do the white light meditation so that you can release the blockages and feel that level of comfort and that level that you're being protected, that there is something around you that has your back and is holding you. So thank you for that. That was beautiful.
Oh, you're welcome. And remember, we're not alone. We feel we're alone. However, we're not.
Yeah. And I think that's something we forget, right? You do feel like sometimes you're so isolated that you think, oh my gosh, I'm the only one. I want to crawl under a rock. But there are so many others. And this is what I want to talk about next is the challenge that we have as we begin December. This is December the 3rd. We want people to really take this challenge on for the next 30 days, to commit to calling someone. And we're not talking about texting or WhatsApping or emailing. We're saying pick up the phone and actually call someone, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, a coworker, a colleague, anybody that's in your sphere, whatever name pops up for you that day, just make that phone call. Just to say hello. It's not about pitching your business. It's not about asking for anything, except to make sure they're okay.
Yeah. And think about it as it's just a friendly conversation you're going to have every day with somebody. If you could have with someone new, that would, you will reach even more people. If someone pops into your head, if you're doing something and you think, gee, I haven't talked to so and so in a long time, that's the person you're supposed to call. They need you.
Yeah, and don't complicate this for yourselves.
No.
Don't overthink it. Just literally make a commitment every single day that you're going to talk to one person, whether they're in your family, in your circle, or maybe someone new. Maybe you've been introduced to somebody through a networking meeting, whatever it is, whoever it is, make sure you call one person for the next 30 days. Because globally, if we do this, imagine the level of vibration we're rising. We're helping people. Remember, we rise by lifting others. So no matter what, it's also going to help you in return. If you're feeling low, this is going to bring something for you that will really make a difference. So we really hope that people will join us in the challenge. Please, message us, or if you want there to be that kind of accountability where, hey, I did it and I feel great, post it to this video. I did that and I feel great. Or let us know how you're feeling, because I do think we can really change what's going on in the world. We all have the power to do that.
And the other thing, which would be wonderful, is if you could tell the people that you're talking to about your challenge and ask them to do the same.
Yes.
Because if you talk to 30 people who are talking to 30 people who are talking to 30 people, it's going to be wonderful. The energy, the vibration, and the mental health will just spiral up and up and up.
Exactly. And I think this is where, we sometimes feel like, well, I'm only one person. What difference can I make? Well, one person can change the world. And this is how it's done, right? It's like we gather arms hand in hand, and we're going to do this. So you and I are committing for the next 30 days, and we will make sure that whoever reaches out to us, that will support them through it. If you need help, please message us. And if you need to talk to someone, you guys, you have me and Sharon, you have your own circles, and don't suffer on your own. And that's the message for today, is you're not alone.
You're not alone.
And I want to, with that, thank you for your time. I feel always supported by you. I know yesterday you offered to say, call me anytime if you need to talk. And just hearing those words also makes one feel so much more connected. And I really appreciate you for saying that and being there for me. And I know you are there for your friends as well. So thank you for that. We won't be talking probably in December. So I want to wish you a wonderful Christmas, a very beautiful season, and a prosperous 2021.
You too. And have an amazing month.
Thank you.
Phenomenal month.
And we will stay connected through this challenge. So you guys will see us posting stuff and making sure that, we are also doing what we're preaching. So thank you so much, Sharon, for this. And I appreciate you for you being in my circle. Much love to you.
Much love to you. I am so happy to be here, and you have enriched my life so much.
Thank you. So you guys, I implore you, this is something that you can do easily. It's not something where you need to invest a lot of time or money. It's just about reaching out and calling someone and making sure they're okay, because that conversation will really, really make a difference in your day, the way it's going. So let's do this for 30 days. Let's join hands. Let's make this a movement. I'll be posting every day using this video, so that you know that I'm here and I'm participating with you. If you need me, if you need to talk, please reach out. And I want to thank Sharon for her time, but if you also want to just reach out to her, do that. I send you so much love, so much high light and white light and high vibration. And I really just want you to remember to be kind to yourself and others. Until next time, much, much love to you all.